there were a couple of moments yesterday where you're going, this is a great game or a great finish. Sometimes we confuse the two, where you go, Vikings, Bills, what an unbelievable game. Unbelievable finish. I didn't think the first part of the game was that entertaining. Cowboys and the Packers. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable finish there. But when you're competing for a Super Bowl, having that elite quarterback is such a difference maker. At least it should be. And Buffalo has an elite quarterback who didn't play that way. In fact, here's Josh Allen after the loss to the Vikings.
It comes down to my shoulders and my shoulders only, making the right decisions, making the right throws, putting our best foot forward in practice. This one's going to suck watching. Only ways forward. We gotta find a way to put this behind us and not let it affect our next one.
All right. This is a team that a couple of weeks ago, analysts were saying, hey, could they run the table? How good are they? It's going to be Josh Allen winning the MVP. Buffalo is going to go to the Super Bowl. Who's going to be able to stop them? And then it felt like they stopped themselves because Minnesota has a good team. They have some great talent. They have a great running back and a great wide receiver, Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. They have a good quarterback. They also have a couple of good defensive players as well. Kirk Cousins, it feels like they're going to win maybe because of other players. If they lose, it might be because of Kirk Cousins. Whether that's fair or not, that's how we've assessed him throughout his career. And yesterday, Justin Jefferson had one of the great catches that you ever see. But that was an overthrow. That should have been intercepted. And if it was intercepted, what would we be saying about Kirk Cousins and the Vikings? Oh, they're frauds. Or he's not ready for prime time. But it felt like the Vikings are able to come up with Band-Aids here. Because Kirk Cousins, the sneak, he didn't get in. That should have been intercepted. But they do have a roster full of difference makers, impactful players at different positions. It's just you kind of hold your breath with the Vikings. Are they a Super Bowl contender? Yes, you have to take them seriously because of their record right now. But watching that game certainly made you nervous if it came down to one drive and it relied on or depended on Kirk Cousins. But having Justin Jefferson, boy, that's a great bailout. And Cousins did say after the game, hey, I'm going to put it up a little bit high for you. Well, he put it up too high for him. And the defensive back, Lewis of the Bills, if he doesn't get both hands on it, as strange as this is going to sound, he actually helped the completion because he caught the pass, was bring the ball down. Jefferson got one hand in there and then took it away from him. But if he doesn't get his hands on it, Jefferson's not going to catch that ball. But give credit to him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 4th and 18, the longest fourth down conversion in the NFL this season. And he got 32 yards on that. Seton, what's the poll question today?
You're talking about Kirk Cousins, too. Doesn't it feel like that's kind of this season? Is people sort of like, nobody has actually been great. There's just been people getting bailed out to a degree.
Yeah, I think so. You start to, I mean, I don't know how good Aaron Rodgers is at this point. Watching him yesterday sort of manage a game. Tom Brady, how good is Tom Brady moving forward? Mahomes, to me, right there, that's your MVP.
Last year, Brady could play till he was 80. Now this year, I don't know. It's all just so like fickle week to week.
But we begrudgingly accept possible candidates into the MVP race. I mean, Jalen Hurts deserves to be an MVP candidate. Tua Tagovailoa deserves to be an MVP candidate. I mean, if you take away those couple of games that he was out with the concussion and he's come back, he hadn't thrown an interception. He's played great.
Geno Smith deserves to be an
maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not. He was a dark horse candidate. It was like last year you had people who had the preposterous notion, Jameis Winston, dark horse candidate, MVP. I go, what league? What sport? Not in the NFL. Yeah, Paul.
If I told you in August these three men would have the top three quarterback ratings in the NFL, Tua's leading the league in quarterback rating. Geno's number 2. Jalen Hurts is number 3. Mahomes is 4.
Yeah.
Damn. And they don't throw any interceptions, none of those three guys.
The Bills have not scored a touchdown in the second half of a game since week 6. That was at Kansas City.
Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day. Pop,
There was a great call. Here's the play-by-play call on the Vikings radio network. When Josh Allen, they just stopped Kirk D. Cousins at the goal line. Buffalo gets the ball back, and then Josh Allen fumbles. And here's the Vikings radio network.
Is behind Allen, and he tried to push him. He didn't get out of there.
He didn't get out.
He did not get out. That's a safety. Give it to us. Give us the safety.
Look at what's taking so long.
Oh, the ball came out.
Down.
Yes, the Vikings are going to win.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, drop that ball, Josh Allen.
That ball came loose.
Holy cow.
Give it to us. And then all of a sudden you realize, hey, you guys might get a touchdown out of this, not a safety. Give it to us.
What are they doing? What's taking so long?
Play it again there, Marv.
Is behind Allen, and he tried to push him. He didn't get out of there.
He didn't get out.
He did not get out. That's a safety. Give it to us. Give us the safety.
Look at what's taking so long.
Oh, the ball came out. Yes, the Vikings are going to win.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, drop that ball, Josh Allen.
That ball came loose.
Holy cow.
They sound like twins.
Oh, my goodness. I love local broadcasts.
Drop that ball, Josh Allen!
Here's the Vikings head coach, Kevin O'Connell, talking about the win.
It's a confident locker room in there. There's a lot of games out in front of this team where we're going to rely on these moments to help us. I'm so dang proud of this team. I love this team, the way they battle, the way they come together, kind of confirming who we kind of think we are as a football team.
4 teams overcame deficits of at least 10 points on Sunday. Detroit down 14, Green Bay down 14, Minnesota down 17, Tennessee down 10. There have been 31 games in which a team has overcome a deficit of at least 10 points to win or tie, and that goes back to 1987. It just feels like everybody has a chance in every game, and most of these games are one-score games. And you saw a few of those yesterday.